I haven't.
You walked past me with a drone.
I haven't got a drone up.
Where is the drone?
Pardon?
Where's the drone? Right. Listen to me, just go over a sec.
What?
Right. You've obviously got the drone up.
I haven't.
Well, you have.
No, I haven't.
Just listen to me.
No, you listen to me.
Right.
I haven't got a drone up.
Just listen to me.
Go ahead.
So what's that then?
That's some drone footage.
Right. Okay. So where's your drone?
Huh?
Where's your drone?
What's it got to do with you, buddy?
Right. Just so you know, you are committing an offence.
I'm not committing an offence at all. Am I flying at this minute?
Listen to me.
Am I flying?
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Right.
Just to let you know, we'll contact the Civil Aviation Authority to put a temporary ban on flying.
Mate, he said I'm flying. Now I'm not.
So,
am I flying?
So where's
your drone?
What's it going to do with you guys? I'm not flying.
The encounter starts with the first officer marching in and immediately accusing the auditor of breaking the law, insisting the drone is still airborne. The auditor calmly explains that the drone has already landed, but the officer, misreading the controller screen, mistakes recorded footage for a live feed. That's playback. The auditor clarifies, yet the officer refuses to back down, clinging to the claim without any evidence. Moments later, a second officer steps in and announces they're contacting the Civil Aviation Authority to request a temporary flight restriction. And that's where the entire argument collapses. If they're only now asking for a restriction, then none existed during the flight, meaning the auditor violated nothing at all. What unfolds is a troubling display of officers improvising rules after the fact, attempting to manufacture a breach where none ever occurred.
Right, under Article 256 of the air navigation, you are committing an offence.
Offence? Am I flying a drone at this minute?
Near the building. Okay.
Look, the joypad's not moving. Look at that, guys. He's just said I'm committing an offence.
They can fly themselves. It's not stupid. I own a drone myself.
You want a drone? So am I committing an offence now?
Yes, you are.
So are you arresting me then? Are you arresting me?
I'm going to take your details and someone just...
I'm not giving you the details.
I'll have to arrest you.
Go on then. Go on then.
Right, okay.
I'm not flying a drone.
To justify the arrest, the officer leans on Article 256 of the Air Navigation Order, a regulation designed for genuinely reckless or dangerous drone flights. But that justification falls apart instantly. Article 256 only applies when a drone threatens people or property, and this flight did neither. The auditor was flying a DJI Mini, a sub-250G drone, responsibly and well within the law, nowhere near restricted zones or emergency operations. Rather than ask basic questions or even verify whether the drone was still airborne, the officers jumped straight to confrontation. One female officer even grabbed the controller out of his hands, a move that could have caused the very danger they claimed to be preventing if the drone had been in flight. The irony is hard to miss. The only real risk that day didn't come from the drone at all. It came from the officers escalating a situation they didn't understand.
The drone. Me drone's in my bag, you pair of muppets.
You want to give us the drone?
Mate, you've just detained. Am I being detained? Detained for what?
Committing an offence under the Aviation Act, okay? I have told you that. I have asked you.
Am I being detained?
I have asked you.
Am I being detained? Am I arrested?
Yes, you are.
Right.
Okay, all you need to do is show us the drone.
Me drone's in my bag.
I asked you, you said...
Me drone is in my bag. Check my bag.
I was just trying to say, I know that, but he's made that decision. He's a grown man, and if he wants...
Mate, no, me drone's in my bag. I've told him it's in my bag. He's detaining me, arresting me for a drone.
You need to get your details as well, your name and address as well.
What? I was flying it before you actually told me it was an offence. Why is it an offence when I've got a... Are you arresting me? Serious?
Yes, I've just arrested you.
Will you check that bag just to make sure my drone's in there?
Once we've established your details...
This is... Hey, do you know what? This is an unlawful...
Listen to me, alright?
Yeah?
Stop shouting. Once we've ascertained your details and confirmed who you are, we can look at de-arresting you in relation to...
De-arresting me? I've not committed an offence from the start. I've got a licence and everything.
Under UK law, an arrest requires reasonable grounds that an actual offence has been committed, not a hunch, not suspicion, and not a vague desire to find out more. The auditor answers exactly as he should, calmly explaining that he's committed no crime and holds the correct authorization. But none of that mattered. The officers never asked what drone he was flying, never checked whether a license was even necessary, and made no effort to confirm whether any law had been broken before moving straight to handcuffs. This wasn't careful policing, it was guesswork, an improper use of police powers built on assumptions rather than evidence. Their failure to carry out even the simplest checks before escalating the situation says everything about how flawed the encounter truly was.
You don't arrest people first, mate. That you're doing the wrong thing. The law.
You come with me.
Pardon? It wasn't playing, mate.
Come with me.
Jog on, you muppet. Who's got the controller and the phone?
What did you do?
I need that control and the phone because he's got the evidence, mate.
Right, okay.
I proved to you I weren't flying a drone.
You haven't proved it. You was being awkward.
Mate, you said that I was flying a drone.
Controller is. I can't talk. You're shouting.
I have got handcuffs on and they're hurting, mate.
Have you got his controller? Right. We'll take the.
So look at that. That's still going as we speak.
Right.
That was from footage before when there was no blocker in the area.
Just search his bag.
Yeah, of course, mate. What was your name, fella?
I'm not telling you my name. I'm not telling you. I'm not obliged to because I'm not committed an offence.
This moment highlights a subtle yet familiar tactic officers often use to create pressure without appearing openly confrontational. The female officer casually asks for the auditor's name, when he correctly declines, pointing out that he has no legal obligation to provide it unless he is suspected of an offense. She quickly backs off with, "I was only asking." On the surface, it sounds harmless, but the intent is anything but. It's a calculated move that frames the auditor as uncooperative for simply asserting his rights, while the officer preserves a veneer of politeness. In reality, when a uniformed officer requests your name during a tense interaction, it's rarely an innocent question. It carries an implied authority, whether they acknowledge it or not.
And I'm in handcuffs now.
I've already told you, under the Aviation Act, you are committing offence. You're flying a drone near buildings.
Near buildings.
Without a licence, you can't do that.
I've got a licence. I've got a licence. Am I permitted to give you a licence? Because this area is exempt from the CAA.
Who is it?
Eh?
Where's the drone?
It's in the bag. Look through the rest of the bag. Not inside the bag, not that bit.
Sorry, guys, can I just ask you to take a couple of steps back for me? Thank you.
No, it's sorry.
Oh, so now Constable is seeing that my drone's in the bag, as it is. It wasn't flying when he pulled me and put me in handcuffs. So now, this is a wrongful arrest. Am I still being detained, Constable? Please let me know soon, because the longer this goes on, the more you will be a civil court matter. Okay. And I will prosecute you.
That's fine.
Personally. You've detained...
We make complaints to Lancashire Constabulary, mate, by all means do so.
Are you being cocky, Louis?
No, I'm telling you where to make your complaint.
Peace, what's your collar number?
Sergeant 5409.
Sergeant 540. Are you happy with your constable doing what he's done to me?
If you'd like to make a complaint.
Are you happy with what your constable's done to me?
Ashley?
Can he let me out of these cuffs?
The turning point comes when the officer searches the auditor's bag and finally finds the drone tucked safely inside. In an instant, everything the auditor had been saying is confirmed. The drone was never airborne. And with that discovery, the entire foundation of the arrest crumbles. Their accusation depended on the idea that he was actively flying a drone illegally, yet the evidence now shows the opposite. No flight, no risk, no offense. But instead of stepping back and correcting course, the officer pushes ahead as though nothing has changed. The truth is, everything has. The original justification for the arrest has vanished, exposing that this wasn't enforcement rooted in fact, but an arrest built on pure assumption. And that assumption has now fallen apart.
You are committing the offence, okay?
How can I commit offence when I wasn't flying?
Do you want to
At the
listen or shout at
time,
him?
you wouldn't tell me whether you was flying or not.
I wasn't committing offence.
Right? Listen to me. At the time, I suspected you was committing the offence.
No, you said I was committing an offence.
Because you wouldn't tell me you had the drone in the bag.
No, I told you I didn't have it.
No, you didn't.
Mate, you've done an unlawful arrest on me today. What's your collar number?
You can have a call at 8512. Okay? Listen to me. You're now de-arrested because you're not flying the drone. Should you
I tried to tell you I wasn't flying a drone.
Should you that drone take off, you will be arrested.
No, I won't. Okay. No, I won't. If I want to fly that,
CCTV are monitoring.
I want to fly that, this is a legal way I can fly this drone. I've got a license.
The auditor answers exactly the way a trained operator should. Steady, clear, and confident. He explains that if he chooses to launch the drone again, he's fully entitled to do so. He holds the proper certification, knows the regulations inside out, and is perfectly within his legal rights to fly.